Hi, I'm Satsu5. I thought I'd take a break from the kind of gloomy, aggressive, confrontation story, martial arts videos. I decided to do something a little bit more upbeat. And some of you may know who subscribe to me and watched a lot of my past videos. There was a lot of dangerous or dangerous things that I enjoy. I like a lot of I like guns, knives, flipping butterfly knives. I love pyrotechnics. I like making things that are potentially dangerous, and I don't have a death wish at all. And some of you who watch some of my other videos also know that I have a thing for the classics. I have a thing for classical music, antiques, and I like to culture myself. I'm still studying different languages, and I'm just trying to broaden myself as much as possible. And going on that theme, I wanted to show you some of my other hobbies besides the knives, hunting, camping, fishing, and besides the outdoor and martial arts and knife stuff. And something that I don't know if you know this about me, but I suffer from a learning disability called dysgraphia. Throughout the years, I've wished to improve my handwriting, and I've failed miserably several times. But in the course of trying to improve my handwriting, I have purchased fountain pens, and here recently Chinese calligraphy set, and I'm still not good, and my handwriting is still horrible, but hopefully I can make it somewhat presentable. And this is just a quick review on my calligraphy collection. I have 3 calligraphy pens. These 2 of them are manuscript brand calligraphy pens. And if you don't know what a calligraphy pen is, that's what the head of the pen looks like. It's actually called a nib. Now let's see if I can focus that. Nope. Well, anyways, I don't have my magnifying glass. That's called a nib. And I'm going to unscrew this. Most new, cheap, or affordable nibs use ink cartridges like this that you stab into the nib. Has like a little syringe in there, and that's where the ink comes from. Now I'm missing my plunger, which you can use to take ink straight from an ink well or ink bottle. And calligraphy nibs come in all different shapes and sizes, and basically the shape and size of the nib dictates what a straight line or a curved line is going to look like. I'm going to demonstrate this, and hopefully, see if I can zoom in. Hopefully you can see this. Probably not, but well, it's going to write for me. There it is. I believe this is a medium nib. I'm not quite sure. And I know you're saying, well, that's not terribly bad, but you should see some of the paragraphs I try to write. Um, Anyways, that's a few examples with this pen. And people tend to look at people who write with these pens with a certain kind of sleekness. They're like, oh man, that guy must be really cool, you know, he carries an expensive pen, it's real fancy, you know, writes this certain way. This is not an expensive pen. This one I believe was $8. This one, I'm going to zoom back out, was about $3 or $4. And this one I got an extremely long time ago with a set of calligraphy pens that I've lost, and I can't tell you how much it cost. And this brand is Scheffel, and like I said, these are manuscript, and they run anywhere from like $5 to the thousands of dollars. But by using one of these cheaper ones, people will be like, oh man, that's real fancy, that's real cool, you know, that's a really nice pen. And they're all nice. They don't have to be expensive to be nice. And just to go over the parts, I think I've already went over this. This is called the nib. I'm not real sure what this is called, because old pens, like the quill pens and the pens that were made from a stick, they always had a nib. But as pens progressed in technology, you know, we got what looks like a pen today. This is called a barrel, the inside, and I think that the inside of that might be called the barrel as well. And the actual part you hang on to, you know, the outside, is called the pen. Then you have the cap, pretty obvious. This is another manuscript. This one has a screw cap on, and I think this is a large. It's 2B, and I'm going to give you a little writing example with it. See, it's waddle. Forgot to put extra S in there. I do that sometimes. And you see, notice it has a broad stroke pattern. And again, this is, you know, real cheap. The ink cartridges for 12 black ones cost $3.99, which is kind of expensive. You can buy them, you know, in bulk. You can buy like a pack of 20, or you can buy the whole bottle, which is probably a little bit cheaper. And other side note, do not use the waterproof ink in these fountain pens. Makes cleanup harder. You know, with the water-based ones, you know, you can just put it under a sink, rinse it off, it's good to go. Another writing example. Sometimes you have to shake these. And something I also want to point out, I'm going to get the other Scheffel pen now. Often when you get calligraphy done walk, like if you're going to, let's just say you have wedding invitations and you want to have your name in calligraphy on the wedding invitation, or if you have a very special document like, I don't know, I'm just going to use college diploma. And you know, you can get someone to sign your name for you in calligraphy, or get someone to write your name in calligraphy where it's all pretty. And they'll often have several calligraphy pens, you know, a complete set of them of different sizes and shapes. And this is a fine nib, you know, fine nib italics. And what they'll do is, you know, they'll get the broad one to do like the capital letter, then maybe a mid to do the rest of the letters, then they'll get a fine pen, and that's how they'll kind of decorate everything. And I'm not a calligrapher by any means, but you know, that's where they kind of add the extra designs, make stuff look all fancy and pretty, and you know, they'll have like lines coming out here. Well, I'm not a calligrapher, you know, look up examples of calligraphy to see what I'm saying, but you know, they'll do like the bottom lines, and that's pretty much how calligraphy is done. It's not done by one single pen, but although one single pen is all you need if you're going to sign your name and you want to impress people. And anyways, I want to give you a writing example with this pen. And like I said, you can go back and fancy stuff up if you want to change the dot on an I to, you know, a dash, and you want to add, you know, curly Q's to the H's and, you know, S's. And like I said, I am not a calligrapher. I just wish to improve my handwriting where it was presentable. And believe me, if I had, you know, a pencil and or something else that wasn't this pen, my handwriting wouldn't look near this good. But you know, unfortunately, I don't have any writing equipment besides these calligraphy pens. So anyways, those are my actual fountain pens. I would like to expand my collection up a little bit. You know, I love the fountain pen as a writing tool. It is pretty, you know, what's a good way to put this? It's pretty inefficient in the fact of grabbing it and writing it and it writing every time. If you want something that will write every time you put it on paper, get official space pen. If you want to impress people with pretty handwriting and fancy stuff, you can get a fountain pen. And what I say by how this is inefficient, I'm not saying it won't write, but let's just say, you know, I made that mark right there, and you see how it don't always write. If you're holding it, you know, at the wrong angle or something, it won't write. If you're writing something for a little bit, as you can see, I'm writing an A, B, C, D, E. Anyways, if you're writing something, you know, you're taking notes in class, and then your teacher starts talking about something you don't need to write down, you can just kind of sit there for a while, and then the ink will kind of stop flowing. It's not really dried, but it'll stop flowing, and then you'll get this kind of scratchy stuff and on your paper, and you have to shake it every now and then, get the ink flowing. In my experience, I don't know if the nicer calligraphy pens do that or not. But anyways, it's just something to keep in consideration. You know, you have to hold it at the right angle, and all that kind of stuff. But they are classy, and I do enjoy classy. Well, let's get to the Chinese writing equipment. As you can see, this is pretty fancy. Zoom out. These are the pens or brushes, and I've only used this once because I just got it today because I wanted to try it out. I want to show you what this set. This is pretty much a travel beginners set. It's a portable kit for beginners in Chinese kanji or Japanese kanji calligraphy. What it all comes with is that is a seal. You know how people used to seal their envelopes with wax and stuff? That's what this is. This tool right here, I won't demonstrate it with the actual pens that it came with, but that is to rest your pen on when you're not writing. And this is well, this is pretty much a miniature bowl with a miniature ladle. It's made out of the ladle's made out of brass, very thin, very small. You're probably wondering, what is that used for? That looks useless. Well, what you do is you fill this up with water, and that is the ink grinding stone. And you're thinking, well, what's with the ink grinding stone? I thought ink was a liquid, that's why you write with it. It gets on the paper, dries, and then you have your writing. This is true in most cases, but Chinese ink comes in these little sticks and or bricks, and it's pretty much carbon that has been dried out and compressed, and you grind it onto the on the grinding plate or whatever, the ink grinding rock. Then you get little bits of water, dip it in there, get your pen. You hold the pen like this, and you use your fingers to control the pen, not your hand. And this right here is like a red waxy kind of pasty ink, if I can get it open. And that is to seal, that's for the seal, to, you know, when you seal your envelope, which is right here, which I really don't know how to use. I just played with it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I will make a video of me writing with this. And I'm a Soxy 5. I'm out.